Emergencies, of course. We know that when we lose power, when the storm hits and all of a sudden the lights start to flicker and that thunder hits like we're experiencing right here in the studio. And yeah, we're simulating this, but you know that gut-wrenching feeling of all of a sudden the lights go out. How nice would it be when you're just sitting there to think, it's all right, go grab my EcoFlow. Don't worry about it. Honey, go plug the lights into the EcoFlow. Go plug the refrigerator in. There's no need to stress. There's no need to worry about, what are we gonna do? Because you made your plan, you made your investment, and then you don't have to worry about investing again because it's not the residual payment of a gas generator. So we got our lights on so we're not sitting in a dark home or a dark bedroom. But then we have our medical devices that we're dependent on. Whether it's a CPAP machine, whether it's a nebulizer like I'm reliant on, of course it's Murphy's Law. Maybe this is what's preventing you from going camping. I've talked to so many of our customers who say, you know what, Justin, I was looking for a way to finally be able to just go camping and bring my CPAP machine, but I do not want to sleep with a loud gas generator running all night. It's impossible. Able to have their CPAP machine powered up by a power station that's completely silent that they can run inside of their tent. So when we think of emergencies recently, what are we experiencing? Not just high winds, but the cold with the snow and everywhere across the country. It's freezing even here in Florida right now. So now not only my CPAP machine, but if we're wanting to stay warm, well, now I can just go ahead and grab my heating blanket. So now I have a way to keep myself warm and my family warm, and I've made that investment, and I've decided, hey, look, I know I can have my heating blanket running, but for how long? Well, I'm just gonna turn it on, you'll be able to see. Remember, not only is it easy to use, but it's easy to understand. There's no learning curve. Roughly about 12 hours that I'll be able to run that heating blanket for, which is why the really nice part about this when we say growing with you, is that we also have the ability on the side here to go and convert that from 10 or 11 hours to 22 hours, or even 33 hours, because you can get those additional extra batteries. So not only is it 50% off, but what so many of our customers do is they take that savings and they say, hey, you know what? Might as well double up my power while I can, and that's why we have those extra batteries available for you to go ahead and connect either one and or two, so you can double and or triple the amount of time. The things that we were likening it to that are practical is not just the heating blanket, but a refrigerator. We're saying refrigerator for 30 hours. Nice to know I can go to 60 hours or 90 hours, and that's not even including the solar panels.
Yeah, it's so nice. It really is. It's not just nice, it's important to have that backup source of power. If you choose not to take advantage of our today's special today, of course that's your choice. It is a very important choice. You do need to have a backup source of power. So if you're comfortable using a generator, you've got a big, barn to store gasoline in, and you don't mind making sure that you replace it every 6 months and you have enough backup, and you know how to grease up that generator, and you don't mind the sound and the odor, then you've got that backup source of power. Good, you need to have that. If you want a silent source of power, if you want a source of power that you can use inside that's completely rechargeable, that you never have to buy another gallon or 5 gallons or 10 gallons of gas, you don't have to oil it, you don't have to wheel it from place to place, you can use this in your own home, and for the next 3 years, because we're including the opportunity to have an extended warranty, we're including the opportunity, you're gonna sign up for that extra year warranty to total 3 years, you don't have to replace anything. There's no upkeep. It will replenish its own power. You can plug it in to recharge it once you've got your power back. You can get the included solar panel. If you choose to get this today, and it is the lowest price that we've found anywhere, when you choose the solar panel, it should be $2,199. Today, with the solar panel, for our special value, our today's special, you're saving $1,050. That's the most that you will ever save on any today's special ever, $1,050 savings. You get to break this up into interest-free payments, either 5 interest-free payments for about $200 if you choose without the solar panel. I highly recommend that you get an HSN card, though whether you ever use it again or not, I think you will, because we're gonna send you lots of nice, great coupons and money off. You're gonna save $40 today, but you're also gonna get to take advantage of VIP financing on this today, but then also on other big purchases. Maybe you wanna plug your 85-inch TV screen into this. Maybe you want that 85-inch TV screen. You want VIP financing, right? Today, this will be $63.88 with the solar panel, about $55 without. That's on our VIP financing. So ask your representative if you call on the phone or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. We give you an opportunity opportunity to sign up for that HSN card. But Justin, you know, we've offered this. EcoFlow has been here now for a few years. It has gotten better and better and better as the technology improves. So does the size to power ratio. The pricing is just beyond belief today.
Yeah, well, I was even just sitting here thinking, you know, when we launched the Delta 900, representing about 900 watts of power, we launched it at $999, and that wasn't including the solar panel. This is nearly double the amount of power, and remember, this is only one of 2 models that will power 99% of our home appliances. 99%. Not all of our power stations are going to do that. We have some that'll do 90%. We have some that'll do 80%. This is going to do 99% of your home appliances. And any other day, even yesterday, you would have been spending over $2,000 for this power station. And for, you know what, all intents purposes, it's still a great deal because even then, the prices come down, the values come down. But the value even of itself is knowing that I have something that's not just source of power, that's so easy.
Right.
And it opens the door for you to be able to have it anywhere, and it means that anybody can use it. You're not having to worry about, well, if I'm not home, I'm worried that, you know, my son or my daughter might not be able to use it, or my husband or my wife, because you know what, maybe even the husband has, you know, I was talking to my girlfriend, she was saying one of her teacher friends hurt his back from pull cranking a generator.
Oh,
can happen to anybody. They're physically laboring. There's a lot of maintenance that's involved in that. There's an amazing amount of tech that's packed into this. You know, when we were at CES just this past week, it's a Consumer Electronics Show, packed with all of the new innovative stuff. We're launching brand new product, and our competitors are coming over to our booth. Because they want to see what's going on, right? But you know what the other cool thing was? We had so many customers coming over to our booth saying, wow, you know, I just wanted to tell you my story.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what's coming out. In fact, I also wanted to tell you that I had your competitor because, you know, back in the day, we got that, and then we thought, well, if we're going to upgrade to EcoFlow.
Right.
And I had one of our customers saying, hey, you know what? I found the best value is here at HSN. And the reason why we can do that is we don't work with a third party. It's us direct EcoFlow with HSN. And we launch brand new products here on HSN. And we do deals that you don't find anywhere else. And this is one of the most popular ones because, yes, if you're going to do it, you think, I want to do it big.
Right.
This is one of the most powerful that we have. Again, only one other model will do 99% of our home appliances. That's the Delta Pro. Do you know how much that is? That's $3,700. Okay? It's a big investment. It's an amazing product.
Sure.
But if you're wanting to get something to kick off this year, to know it's manageable power and easy to use, that's why we wanted to launch it with the Delta Max 1600.
Yeah, definitely. And why not go with the best?
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. If you've used generators in the past, or maybe you have a generator now and you think, but I have a generator. We're not saying you don't have to use it, but don't spend money on gallons and gallons and gallons of gas and upkeep. And do I really want to actually do that stinky generator? I'm not going to use that overnight, right? You can't in most neighborhoods. It's going to run out of gas, and when you're going to have to go out in the middle of the night, in the middle of a storm. No, this is quiet. It's clean. It's easy to use. You literally plug into it, and you are ready to go. Your refrigerator, freezer. Now, if you are price comparing and you think, oh, I've got another brand, and this is the lowest price we've found on the EcoFlow by far, $1,050 off if you get the solar panel. But as you were talking about other brands, please be certain as you're shopping around that, one, you get a 3-year warranty. We're including that 3-year warranty. It comes with a 2-year warranty. You can actually just sign up and you get that extended 1-year warranty for a total of 3. Also, be sure that it's powerful enough to power your full-size refrigerator and freezer, to make sure that you don't have to run a big long line in and that you can't plug in a regular plug. That's just one thing. As you're doing your research, I just want to make sure that you can do that because not all of them can. They might be this big or even bigger than this. It's not the size that makes it so that how much power it has.
Well, you know, it's a great point because, yeah, there are a lot that are out there that say, yeah, we can do a refrigerator, but how long can they do it for?
For like an hour.
And then the, right, yeah. But,
yeah.
I mean,
or they're talking about a teeny tiny little refrigerator, right?
But also keep in mind, it's the amount of output of power on this. We can have an output of nearly 3,000 watts. There's really relatively not much you're gonna plug in that's gonna be 3,000 watts, but that just shows you that you can have a lot of things plugged in simultaneously. We obviously have a lot of ports. I'll show you that in just a second. But now I can have my phones right here. I have my display right here. So actually, let me just show you right now. On the back is where we've got 6 individual AC outlets. So we talk about 3,000 watts. Our refrigerator is 150 watts, okay? I could have a refrigerator running in my microwave, which is 1,800 watts. I could have a light and a fan, all those plugged in simultaneously. We still haven't even reached 3,000 watts, and I still have more ports. If you've ever looked at a generator, they really only have about 1 or 2 AC outlets, right? You've got 6 right here. You could even expand that with a power strip if you wanted to. We have DC right here. So this is where you just simply plug everything in, you press that AC button, that gives power to these AC outlets, and then you plug it in and you've got power. Right here in the back, fastest recharge rate in the industry. This is huge. Why? Because when you're investing in something like this, I want the best. I want the fastest. Yeah, I do, because that's what we're investing in. Fastest recharge rate when I plug that into the wall, 0 to 80% in about an hour. That's where you also plug it into your solar. The other really nice thing is that we include the DC cable. So if you're driving and you're traveling, you got a 4-hour drive, you can plug this into your car and charge it while you're driving. So that's another really cool way to do that. And of course, you still use your solar. But let's do this. Let's plug in a portable AC unit. Let's have another little practical thing. I'm gonna plug it right here into the back. Turn that AC on. That portable AC unit's gonna turn on. I can't tell you how many times.
You can see it's like blowing the curtains.
Oh, you're
it's
right.
so powerful.
Set to 72 degrees.
Nice.
Look, just knowing we're all cold across the country, eventually that summertime heat's gonna come around again, knowing that I have that peace of mind, that's not 10 minutes, that's 10 hours with that portable AC unit. Having not just a generator, but also spreading the power around. Even if you have a gas generator, maybe that gas generator is good for maybe some of your larger appliances.
Sure.
You know, maybe you use that gas generator just to charge your power station, but then knowing if I live in a sub-level home, I can have this upstairs. This might be perfect for all my upstairs needs, for in the bathroom for my hair dryer and my hair curling iron, or for my phones and my CPAP and my lights and all the practical things in a fan. And then downstairs, I might have another power station, but knowing I can have that type of source of power, remember, doing it inside. When it's 30 below and it's a blizzard out, probably not going out there to get that generator running.
Right.
You can have this running inside of your home and not just a conventional home, an apartment and a condo.
Let me ask you this, because I grew up in California. In certain places, you aren't allowed to keep gas. It's just too fire unsafe, right? We can't even have fireworks, unfortunately. But you have to run a cord in from outside, right?
Yep.
If it's cold, that means you have to have a window open, or your sliding glass door open, right, to run the cord in. It's not like you have you have to keep something open in order to run that electrical cord in.
Yeah, well, correct. Yeah, well, we actually had a caller, and he was calling in saying that he's bought so many of our EcoFlows.
Right.
And actually, he was talking about exactly what I was saying, which he loved having the idea, knowing that I've got a couple upstairs, I've got some in my kitchen, and we're showing you an example of just being able to sit there inside, looking at the snow outside, saying, okay, well, I'm still staying warm inside. And remember, look, you know, he's not having to bundle up to run outside to get that gas generator running. And of course, need to know that you've got gas stored. If you can't store gasoline, or, you know, an emergency like we've experienced, gas is usually one of the first things to go about a week ahead in advance. And then maybe you don't have enough gas cans to even store enough gas. And you think, well, we're good for 24 hours, we should be fine. And all of a sudden, it's not 24 hours, it's 48, it's 72. And then what do you do? So that's why we say it's nice to have the additional just options of having gas, propane, and also even having that solar. So yeah, you know, we're talking about that, going back to that gentleman, and what he was saying is, he was saying, I have gas generators. He lives on a farm. He's you would think he was 80. He was an ex-military, ex-Marine. And he was saying, I don't want to have a power cord that's through my window, that's through my door. I have my generators that I use for my generators. He was even saying, look, I typically don't even use them very much anymore because it's just too tough on his body. But he has all the power stations inside.
Nice. I mean, when we talk about safety, right? Being too hot is very dangerous for you health-wise. Being too cold, obviously too dangerous. Safety, if you've got a window open, first of all, it's gonna get cold, right?
Right. But you have a window
People can get in. You have a window open now, right? If you have to open your sliding glass door or a door to the outside so you can run your generator. You know the bad guys know that, right? I mean, they hear a generator and they're like, something is open, right? Like a window is open, a door is open. So I'm just thinking about different reasons that this is so important. You'll laugh at me. This is, I know we're wrapping up, but when the power just went out, I was like, well, if it gets cold, we've got the fireplace. And my husband was like, it's an electric fireplace, honey.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dang, I grew up with a fireplace. Yeah, that doesn't work, right? You can certainly power it with your EcoFlow if you wanted to, but it's honestly, it's just a must-have for every household, whether you have an apartment, a condo, a home, an upstairs, a downstairs, a health device that you need to have with that emergency backup power. It's just the cleanest, easiest, quietest, and most renewable energy that you can have, especially when you get the solar panel.
Yeah, well, it's just a smart choice.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I was thinking was, and sadly, what we were seeing was happening in Fort Myers was people were coming and stealing people's generators, right? Because your generator's sitting outside of your home. And so people were coming and taking people's generators. Not something you would think about. And again, even sometimes we don't think about a lot of these things until it happens to us. If you've ever been out of power, it can tell you, you know how it feels. If you've never been out of power, let me tell you, it's not fun. I've been out of power for 2 weeks before, and this was at a time where something like this never existed. Having a power station, not a gas generator, not a propane generator, in a hurricane, in a natural disaster, sometimes those gas stations are not only not accessible, but they're out of power too. And again, gas is gonna be out, propane is gonna be out, because not only are you looking for gas and propane, everybody else is. We're all looking for food and water. The best thing you can do is protect yourself and protect your family. If there's another way to finally do that, whether you live in an apartment or condo, you're gonna probably explore that idea. If you're exploring that kind of new genre like we're showing you right now of solar generators, where something as just simple as turning on and turning it off without the pull crank, without